Hello there gorgeous gamers and welcome back to Pure Play TV, and we've got another one of them list videos. And in this one we're taking a look at strategy and management games. Whether it's building an army or an illegal offshore bank balance, there's plenty within the genre for the strategically minded player, and even on console there is a good selection. So here are 10 of the best. They actually put Age of Empires 2 on a console and it's basically perfect. This is the definitive edition of one of the best RTS games ever made, fully playable with a controller, or you can play with mouse and keyboard. You build your villages, train your armies and shout at your enemies until they join your side or die confused. The user interface has been cleverly redesigned, there's automation for micromanagement, and multiplayer works shockingly well. It's one of the best examples of adapting a classic PC game for console without dumbing it down. If you missed the golden age of RTS games, then this is your ticket. Just don't skip the tutorial if you're an old head coming back after a couple of decades. It's always good to get a reminder of how things work. It's Zoo Tycoon, but the animals occasionally eat the shit guests. Jurassic World Evolution 2 is a management sim where your top priority is making sure a velociraptor doesn't climb out of its pen and chew on a child. It's surprisingly deep, from dino genomes to weather systems, but the real joy is in the chaos. You can set everything up perfectly, or just drop a T-Rex into the staff car park and see what happens. The controller support is solid and the game makes you feel like you're running Jurassic Park, if Jurassic Park was mostly about paperwork and then panicking when a storm knocks out the fences. 10 out of 10 for realism. Needs more lawyers getting eaten. This game has replaced Roller Coaster Tycoon as my go-to Roller Coaster Tycoon game. Parkitect is the spiritual successor to Roller Coaster Tycoon, complete with vomit trails, terrifying rides, and guests so stupid they'll complain about prices while buying 10 burgers. The console port is really well done. The UI has been tweaked for gamepads, and this deluxe edition for console includes a ton of content, and honestly, it's better than the sadly mismanaged Roller Coaster Tycoon franchise, which these days cares more about pulling as much money from your pocket than delivering a good time. Parkitect is a no-fluff experience. You get what you paid for, and there are no microtransactions in sight. The only rip-off here is the price of my hot dogs. It looks like a kid's game until you realise you're running a biodiversity death cult with a shovel. Viva Pinata Trouble in Paradise is the most wholesome looking emotional breakdown you'll ever have. You're building a magical garden to attract adorable pinata creatures, each one with its own wants, needs and dark secrets. But then the cannibalism starts. Yes, some pinatas will eat the others, some need to watch fights, some are literal arsonists, and you, the kindly gardener, are the one orchestrating it all with a cheery smile and a bag of fertiliser, whilst ruling with a solid shovel. It's strategic, it's layered, and it's still one of the most unique management games ever made. The art style holds up, even all these years later, and the music is lovely, and the emotional damage, well, that is permanent. Ever wanted to rig an election, embezzle from the treasury and build a statue of yourself, all in one afternoon? Well, you don't need a MAGA cap, you need Tropico 6. You are El Presidente, a charming dictator managing an island nation where the economy is as wobbly as the radio towers. You build farms, factories and tourist traps while keeping the rebels and global superpowers vaguely happy. The satire is sharp, the gameplay is solid, and the controller support is excellent. And yes, you can build a golden statue of yourself, and yes, you can kill your critics if they're bad-mouthing you to the population. Thankfully, it's all just a video game, and such things would never happen. Ever laid down a perfect road system only to realise you forgot the plumbing and now everyone is on fire? Cities Skylines Remastered takes the best city builder of the last decade and finally makes it work properly on a console. Performance is slick, and there's something oddly soothing about zoning suburbs while sipping tea at 2 AM. It's deep but intuitive, and you can get lost for hours trying to fix one roundabout. This is not just a game, it's therapy with sewage pipes. There is the sequel, sure, but some hardcore fans will chant loudly for the original, myself included. Universal healthcare is a human right, and 2 Point Hospital is the biggest human rights abuser. 2 Point Hospital is a spiritual successor to Theme Hospital, with more polish and puns. You manage every aspect of your hospital, from staffing the wards to buying contraptions that look like something out of Wallace and Gromit. It's got the charm and humour of a British sitcom, and it runs really well on console. The interface can be a little bit cramped, but that's nothing compared to the stress of treating someone with Mockstar who insists on dancing like Freddie Mercury. It's light-hearted, addictive, and funnier than it has any right to be. Imagine a city builder where warmth is currency and your citizens are just cold, angry meat sacks, waiting for any excuse to send you packing into the tundra. Frostpunk is brutal. You're running the last city on Earth, powered by a coal furnace, and everything wants you dead, especially your own citizens. You'll make grim choices like, do we allow child labour, or do we eat the dead? And that's just day 3. It's bleak, unforgiving, and absolutely brilliant. The console version has smart controls, great performance, and all the despair that you can handle. It's not about building, it's about surviving. If you ever wanted a city builder that felt more like a survival horror game, Frostpunk is the one. Bring a blanket and emotional support, and if you can, check out the sequel on PC. It's really good. Terraform Mars or die trying. Probably die. Actually, you will definitely die. Surviving Mars is a strategy game where you try to colonise the big red planet, which mostly means micromanaging oxygen, water, and figuring out why half your colonists are mysteriously depressed. It's like SimCity but with more dust, less gravity, and colonists dumb enough to build homes with no power. You'll manage drones, research technologies, and prepare for everything from meteor storms to cosmic mysteries. It's a slow burn, but incredibly satisfying once it all clicks. You will fail a dozen times, but when you finally build a stable colony, it feels like a real achievement. This one is like Sim Tower, but you're the overworked building manager instead of the smug skyscraper tycoon. Project HighRise lets you build, manage, and micromanage your own tower block of dreams, or nightmares depending on how well you juggle the plumbing, power, contracts, office politics, and very whiny tenants. It's got a slick interface on console and surprisingly deep mechanics, like balancing living spaces, hotel rooms, retail and office space, or keeping restaurants from going bust because no one wants to climb 3 flights of stairs for a burrito. There are no disasters, no zombies, no dinosaurs. Just pure, satisfying capitalism. If you've ever stared at a skyscraper and thought, I could do that better, then this is your chance to be wrong. And that is the end of this video. But look, there's more for you to watch. If you enjoyed this one and want more, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you're notified whenever there's something new to watch. I've been Chris, you've been gorgeous, and I'll see you on the next one. Until then, cheers my dears.